Hello everybody, it's me. I'm in Nice in the south of France at the moment, and it's really lovely and hot. Not right now because it's night time, but every day it's like in the early 30s, so it's really nice. The only problem is I thought come in the holiday season when it's really hot and you can't get a place on the beach, it's so crowded, so I'm gonna have to get up early tomorrow and give it another go. I did get onto a beach today and I went in the water, but it's like loads of kids everywhere, and I recommend going May or September, not July and August, but never mind, I'm here now, and it's a really nice party atmosphere everywhere and everybody's relaxed and chilling. And I'm just on the Promenade des Anglais at the moment, the boulevard by the water. So I thought I would do a little Neville Goddard thing, kid shouting over there, and film Nice while I'm talking. So if you don't like what I'm saying, you can just enjoy Nice. So, do you like my 70s hat? Don't know if I said that already, but I like it. So, look over here. Oh, right. Directing it very well, am I? Okay. There we go. There's the beach behind me. It's a pebbly beach at Nice, that's the only thing, but some of the local beaches are sandy. Okay, so I'm going to get onto Neville Goddard, so I'm going to have to turn the camera around, so hope you enjoy it. Bye! Okay people, I'm just walking through the old town of Nice, so I'm not going to get much of a Neville Goddard report on me at the moment. There's lots of people sitting out having their evening meal. Not at the moment because I'm just behind some people, but they are everywhere. So I'm just going to move up. I really like the old city of Nice. When you just go out in the evening, you just walk around these streets here and it's just buzzing, you know. There's so many restaurants. Everybody's out. It's like this is where people go after the beach. It's really cool. Packed with people. But I came here in October one time, and it was still really busy, so it's always busy. Okay, hello doggy. Go out this way. Yeah. Can I get through, please? Okay. Right. Going up here now. Look, always an Irish pub everywhere you go. It's actually quite a lot quieter tonight. It's Sunday night in Nice, but it's really busy at the front, not so busy around here. Might go in the church because that's really peaceful, as you would expect. And I think it is just here. Can I get in? I love it that it's always open. Okay, yeah, it was packed here the other night. Okay, I love this church, but I don't know what they're going to think. Just going to go in, don't care. La paix est ici. Beautiful. I wonder how old it is. So atmospheric. I'm gonna keep my voice down now. So I was reading about magnetism today. Not like the scientific properties of magnetism, but what Neville Goddard said about magnetism, in that he said a piece of steel doesn't differ in any way, like a demagnetized piece of steel doesn't differ in any way from a magnetized piece of steel. And that magnetism is displayed, it's not generated. And what he was saying was that all the particles are the same. It's just when it's magnetized, they are all marshaled in ranks. They're all facing in the same direction. And it just, I haven't got the book in front of me, as you can probably imagine, work out. It just made me think that it's all about that. You've got to get all the particles going in the same direction. That's what I was thinking. So if you want to be a certain person, you want those qualities, you've got to have 100% focus so that everything is going in the same direction. I'm going to stop moving because it's probably a bit boring for people just looking at the same images all the time. If you want to become something, you need to focus on it 100%, and you need to change your concept of self so that you become that person. You imagine what you would be like. It's really nice, these candles. If you became what you want to be and you live in that feeling. And I know I always say this, always saying the same thing, but it's so important to keep repeating it. It's all about the concept of self. It's all about becoming what you want to be through the imagination first. So you have to imagine, what would I be like if I became that person? And then you just live in that feeling. And the spiritual, the mental and the spiritual becomes the physical eventually, but you've got to keep it going. And that's what I got from the magnetism thing. It's that having all those electrons facing in the right direction. So translated to the concept of self, it's dwelling in it all or most of the time anyway. I'm going to go out now. I'm being a bit disrespectful. So back into the noisiness. Oh, that's better. So I'll walk through the really busiest part of Nice and you'll see what it's like. So I had so many thoughts today, you know, and then I can't focus so much when I'm walking around, but the main thing was about the attention. It has to be on the concept of self. Your attitude has to change completely. You've got to want to be that person, that new person, with all your heart, soul and mind, everything, and give everything to it. Otherwise it's not going to happen. You've just got to become it. Yeah, I wish I could focus more. I guess sometimes people see you recording and then they think, yeah, I'm going to be on your recording, so I'm just going to stare or something. I should have smiled at her. So, yeah, I'm just trying to think of something to say, you know, amongst all this noise, but I hope you like seeing Nice anyway. So, how do you know, like, how do you know what your concept of self would be? You've got to have a really vivid imagination, haven't you? And use I am. So I mean, saying I am confident is got to always be good on. Uh-oh, doggies. Doggies getting excited. Sugar. Don't come near me. Okay. Man just winked at me. Anyway, look at all these people. There's so many people. This is not even how busy it's going to get. Where shall I go now? Okay, I'm going to go towards the promenade. You're going to love the promenade. It's beautiful. It's it's where the sea is, basically, as you'd expect. Let's just see how much it costs to buy a place here, because maybe I will one day. What's that? About 400,000 euros. What do you get for that? Not much. Okay, you can get a 2-bed flat for 275,000. That's alright. It's cheaper than London, people, but everywhere is. Okay. French flag. I should walk around with my phone like this all the time. I do see people smiling occasionally, but maybe a lot of people are bothered when they see it. Right, so back to Neville. What should we do to become what we want to be? So I say every day when you get up, you've got to focus on your wish fulfilled. And say, if you can't, because sometimes, like, I can't be bothered sometimes. That's like when my faith is low. And I just rather would focus on appearances, whatever that means. It's so much easier to think about appearance as in what appears in the world, rather than living in the imagination, because we can't see it yet. So it doesn't distract us like things do, does it? So words are very helpful, I find, because if you can't do it, you feel you can't imagine, just start saying I am confident, I am self-assured, I am successful, and then it will start to come to you, and then you could imagine yourself walking somewhere in your new life and feeling that good feeling, and then just remind yourself throughout the day. Say, what I say is thank you, Father, and that helps me. Thank you, Father, for making me a successful writer. Thank you for making me a successful actress, because I'd like to do some acting too. I remember when I was a poor school teacher. I remember when I couldn't afford all this stuff, and now I can. Thank you so much. Gratitude is important, and by saying thank you, you are acknowledging that it's happened, because it has happened. Anything you can imagine exists already. So it's just you can't see it yet. So you've got to think like that. It already exists, otherwise you wouldn't be able to imagine it. It just doesn't exist in the physical yet. And the way you draw it out is by believing in it. So you have to have strong faith. Faith is the most important of all. And I do believe, actually, it's just I'm not so good at the maintenance of the feeling, and I need to really work on that. But I know it's true, you know. I know we can all do it. We try. It's not long now, people. I'm just going through that archway over there, and then I will be near the sea. There's quite a lot of people around here. So where's everybody going on their holidays then? Or are you not going anywhere because of inflation? It's terrible here in England. We're almost on 10% inflation and everything's more expensive. So I feel a bit of a fool going away, but I haven't spent much. And I don't think I'll be going away for a while anyway. Okay, so now it's loads of people. Loads and loads of people. Okay, then I go through this doorway. I was a bit embarrassed before when a few people spotted me filming and they were just looking but smiling a bit. And I should have just smiled back. It's like that feeling that I shouldn't be doing something, but I am, so why not just acknowledge it and be like, haha. And I just feel more and more, just smile at people. What's the worst that's going to happen? Oh, they might smile back. Scary. No, just smile at people. They appreciate it most of the time. And the ones that don't, well, don't make them stop you from smiling at other people because you're bringing a little bit of joy most of the time. Okay, I've got to cross the road now while filming. Getting there. I'm going towards the darkness. Probably should have stayed here actually, but hopefully it was interesting for some of you. It's much more atmospheric around here. I think I could get into the spiritual vibe a lot easier. Maybe I'll do another one. I'll bore you to death. I'll get my book out and then I'll be on a roll. Oh, it was so good the other night. There was this guy, he was, a few of them actually, roller skating, and they were jumping over really high things. I filmed him, so I might put it on at the end. Not here now anyway. So now the ocean is a deep, deep blue-black colour. Is Jaws there somewhere? So there's always been going on. I really like it. But it's a bit hot for me to live here constantly. There's things in the way. My beautiful picture. Let's move over here a bit. And there's this row of chairs here, and so people always hog one and they sit there for ages and ages not moving. It's very desirable, especially at the end of the day. And this is the Promenade des Anglais. You can't see much with my phone, but there's palm trees along here and everybody walks up and down. Things are always going on. I saw an old picture of the late great Tony Curtis and the late great Roger Moore, some more chairs, walking down here in the 70s. I think it was the 70s. And they look very dapper in their suits. Hope they weren't too hot. But there's been lots of famous film stars coming here. Just generally famous people. Okay, oh look. Oh, you're in for a treat. Oh, it's a girl as well. Wow, she's quite good. She looks like a roller blade star. The guy yesterday was really amazing, so she's got a high standard to come up to for me. Let's see what she can do. Is she going to do something? She's given up now. That's my marker there, that big structure. And I walk through there and I get to the Come on, here she comes, yay. Oh wow. Sounded a bit scrapey. Good stuff. okay. I'll just keep going a bit longer. How long have I been filming for? Can't see anything in this light. It'd be so nice to swim in the sea in the darkness. But yeah, I did watch Jaws recently, and that might come into my head a bit. And I said to my mum the other day, I watched Jaws not long ago. It's such a good film, isn't it? And it gave me a shock when the shark came up and the camera was just on Brody, wasn't it? Chief Brody. And the shark's head just suddenly came up in the background, and I wasn't expecting it, and I really got a shock. And that was great. I love that. Such a good film. And then I said to my mum, you know, I never think about sharks at all, but when I was in Greece last and I was swimming happily in the sea, I suddenly thought of Jaws, and it did make me want to go back in. So in the darkness, it's more likely to happen when it's dark, isn't it? I mean, do they come in? Do they come in when it's dark? They're nocturnal. So I have to check it out so that I can swim securely in the sea at night time. It looks really good swimming in at night. Look at them. Having fun. Be careful. I have swum in the sea when it's been dark a few times, and I really liked it because it's all warm and heated up from the day. But it takes a while to dry off, doesn't it? Because there's no sunshine. Better to do that when you're with me. That's the only thing. I really like it here, and I would definitely rather come here than not come here. But I think in the middle of the summer, beach thing, you're best off being with people. It's much more fun, isn't it? And I've had a really good time, but when I do it again, I'm coming here with people. Because it's just chill. You just want to chill and chat. It's not like a city break where you just go off and do sights and things and speak to people in the hostel in the evening. You want to be with people in the day. That's what I think now anyway. So, and that's been a good realisation for me. Okay, so I'm just going on and on about nothing really. So I'll stop filming now and hope that there was something intelligent in that, and maybe I'll do another one if I can think of anything to say. Okay, hope you liked it. Over and out from Louise.